Welcome back students. Today we are going to study very small and very easy chapter of maths, that is chapter 3, coordinate geometry. It is a part of geometry. Basically in geometry we study about shapes, that is triangle, rectangle, square, circle, etc. Now this coordinate geometry deals with point, and you know that by combining the points only the geometrical shapes are formed. This coordinate geometry is a vast concept, but in this chapter we are going to study about basics of this coordinate geometry. And later in 10th standard we'll study more about it. So this chapter is the base for chapter coordinate geometry which you are going to study in 10th standard. So if you know the basics from 9th standard, then it will be very easy for you in 10th standard. So let us start with the chapter coordinate geometry. Now students, let us start with the basics. You have studied in lower classes about number line. For what that number line was used? It was used to represent any point, right? You were asked to represent a point on a number line, or with the help of number line, addition or subtraction of the numbers can also be done, right? You know all this. Now here you can see that two number lines are there. Let us consider the first number line, which is vertical. Here you can see that it is represented by y dash, and in the center of the number line origin O is there. On the upward part of O, that is origin, or you can say 0, positive numbers are represented, and on the lower part negative numbers are represented. Such a vertical line represented by y dash having positive numbers towards the upward direction and negative numbers towards the lower direction of the origin O or 0 is called y-axis. Now here you can see another number line is there which is horizontal, which is represented by x dash with origin O, in which positive numbers are represented towards the right hand direction and negative numbers are represented towards the left hand direction of the origin. Or you can say OX is the part of the number line where positive numbers are represented, and OX dash is the part of the number line where negative numbers are represented. So such a number line represented by x dash, which is horizontal, in which positive numbers are represented on right hand direction and negative numbers are represented on left hand direction of origin O, is called x-axis. Now here you can see that both this horizontal and vertical lines, that is x-axis and y-axis, are combined together in such a way that these two lines intersect each other at O, or you can say 0 or origin. Here x dash represents x-axis, y dash represents y-axis, and x-axis and y-axis intersect each other at origin, which is denoted by O. Now here you can see that positive numbers lie on OX direction and OY direction, whereas negative numbers lie on OX dash and OY dash direction of x-axis and y-axis respectively. Now students, when these two axes, that is x-axis and y-axis, are combined together in such a way that they intersect each other at origin O, the plane in which they are combined gets divided into 4 parts, and each part is called a quadrant. So here you can see that 4 quadrants are formed. Let us see it in detail. You observe that the axis, which is the plural form of axis, divide the plane into 4 parts. These 4 parts are called quadrants, means 1/4. That is, they are divided into 4 equal parts, and they are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4 in anti-clockwise direction from OX. So the plane in which they are combined consists of axis and these quadrants. We can call it as a plane, or Cartesian plane, or coordinate plane, or XY plane. So you can name it in either of the way, and these axes are called coordinate axis. Next is abscissa and ordinate. Now students, suppose that we take any point A on this coordinate plane, and we want to know the location of that point with respect to origin O, which means that we want to know that where this point is lying on x-axis with respect to origin O and on y-axis with respect to origin O. Then let us see how we can do it. Each point on a plane can be identified by ordered pair. The ordered pair tells us the location of the point with respect to origin, and the numbers in the ordered pair are called coordinates of that point, which means that with respect to the coordinates in the ordered pair, we can find the location of that point on the coordinate plane with respect to origin. For example, the ordered pair 5, 7, which means that the A point which we have taken on coordinate plane has the coordinates 5, 7. Then here phi is called the x coordinate or abscissa, which means that the x coordinate of the ordered pair is called abscissa, which represents its position on x-axis from origin. And 7 is called y-coordinate or ordinate, which means that y-coordinate of the ordered pair is called the ordinate, which represents the position of the point on y-axis from origin. And the graph of a point is a dot placed at the location of the point, which means that any point on the coordinate axis is represented by a dot along with its ordered pair, which represents the location of that point from origin. Let us try to understand it with example. Now, first of all, students, you know that x-axis and y-axis intersect each other at O, which is called origin. And the coordinates of origin O are 0, 0, means origin O is represented by ordered pair 0, 0. Now we are asked to plot the points A, B, C, D. So let us see how to plot these points. First point is A, 3, 5. Now here 3 represents the x coordinate, which is called abscissa, and 5 represents the y coordinate, which is called ordinate. Now how to represent this point A on the coordinate plane? Now here the x coordinate of point A is 3. So first of all, you have to draw a straight line from 3 on x-axis in the upward direction, and the y coordinate is 5. So you have to draw a straight line from 5 towards the right direction, and you will see that these two lines are meeting each other, and where they are meeting, that is point A, 3, 5. Now let us plot second point, that is B minus 3, 5. Now here the x coordinate or abscissa of B is minus 3. So you have to draw a straight line from minus 3 on x-axis, that is towards OX dash direction, in the upward direction. Why in the upward direction? Because the y coordinate of point B is 5, which is positive, and positive values on y axis lie on OY of the axis, which is in upward direction. Now to locate phi, you have to draw a straight line from phi on the left hand direction, and you can see that they both are meeting each other at a point, and that point is B minus 3, 5. Third point is C minus 3 minus 5. So abscissa or x coordinate of the point is minus 3 and ordinate or y coordinate is minus 5. So first of all, let us take the x coordinate. It is minus 3, so you have to draw a straight line from OX dash, that is minus 3, in the downward direction. Why? Because y coordinate is minus 5, which will be lying in the downward direction, that is along OY dash. Now draw a straight line from minus 5 towards the left direction, and you can see that they both are meeting each other at a point, and this point is C minus 3 minus 5. Now the last point is D 3 minus 5. So here from 3 on x-axis, that is along OX, you have to draw a straight line in the downward direction along minus 5, that is towards minus 5 in the downward direction, and you have to draw a straight line from minus 5 in the right hand side. You can see that they both are meeting each other at a point, which is D 3 minus 5. Now let us plot some other points. First one is 2, 3. X coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 3. So what you have to do? You have to draw a straight line from 2 towards OY, and a straight line from 3 towards OX, and they both will meet each other at a point which is 2, 3. You can name the point by any alphabet you want. Next is minus 3, 1. So x coordinate is minus 3. So from minus 3 you have to draw a straight line towards 1 along OY direction. And from 1 you have to draw a straight line towards minus 3, that is along OX dash direction, and they both will meet each other at a point which is minus 3, 1. Next is minus 1.5 and minus 2.5. Now here the x coordinate is minus 1.5. Now you know that minus 1.5 lies exactly between minus 1 and minus 2, and y coordinate is minus 2.5, which lie exactly between minus 2 and minus 3. So you have to draw a straight line from minus 1.5 towards minus 2.5, that is towards OY dash, that is in the downward direction, and from minus 2.5 towards minus 1.5, that is towards OX dash direction. And you can see that they both are meeting each other at a point which is the coordinate of point, that is minus 1.5 and minus 2.5. Now the last one is we have to plot a point representing 0, 0, which means that it is origin, and you can see that it is represented by O, 0, 0. Next is quadrants. Students, you know that x-axis and y-axis intersect each other at origin O and divide the plane into 4 equal parts, and these equal parts or each part is called quadrant. So there are 4 quadrants in a coordinate plane. Now here you can see that x-axis and y-axis intersect each other, making 90-degree angle. So the angle between x-axis and y-axis is 90 degree, which means that each quadrant is a right angle. Now when you will observe the plane, coordinate plane, you will see that in the first quadrant, which comprises of XOY, which can be represented by angle XOY, consists of OX and OY part of x-axis and y-axis. And in both OX and OY part, positive numbers are represented. So we can say that any point in quadrant 1 will have positive values of x and y. Now consider second quadrant. It is represented by x dash OY, which comprises of OX dash and OY part of x and y axis respectively. And you know that OX dash consists of negative numbers and OY consists of positive numbers. So for any point in quadrant 2, value of x will be negative and value of y will be positive. Now let us move to third quadrant, which is formed by x dash OY dash part of the plane, which comprises of OX dash and OY dash part of x-axis and y-axis respectively. Now you know that on OX dash negative values are represented, and on OY dash also negative values are represented. So for any point on x-axis, the value of x and y will be negative. Now quadrant 4, it is formed by x or y dash part of a plane comprising of OX and OY dash part of x and y axis respectively. Now on OX part positive values are represented, and on OY part negative values are represented. So for any number on fourth quadrant, value of x will be positive and value of y will be negative. Now students, let us summarize it. If both, that is x and y, are positive, then that point will be lying in first quadrant. If x is negative and y is positive, then that point will be lying in the second quadrant. If both x and y are negative, then that point will be lying in the third quadrant. And if x is positive and y is negative, then that point will be lying in the fourth quadrant. So you can see that in first and third quadrant, the signs of both x and y coordinates are same. And in second and fourth quadrant, the signs are different. We conclude our lecture over here. In this lecture, first of all, we studied how a coordinate plane is formed with the help of x and y axis. Then we studied that any point on the coordinate plane is represented by ordered pair, say xy, where x is called abscissa and y is called ordinate of the ordered pair. We also studied that the x and y axis divide the plane into four equal parts. Each part is called a quadrant. In first quadrant, values of x and y are positive. In second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. In third quadrant, both are negative. And in fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. Students, it can be asked that you have to give the name of the quadrant. Ordered pair will be given to you. So, understand it properly that which point lie in which quadrant. We will continue with other topics in the next lecture.